I'm Courtney, and today I'm going to be doing a makeup mimic. First, I start out using my Zoria Plus Eyelid Cleanser. I absolutely love the foam consistency of this. It's just so clean, it feels nice, it doesn't burn your eyes, and it's just a little added insurance that I'm really getting all the gunk that could be hanging out just forming on my eyelids after all the makeup I put on. After that, I like to use my Zoria Dermal spray. You just lightly spray it over your eyes and or face. Next, I'm going to use a eyeshadow primer. It helps with creasing. If you have super oily skin, by the end of the day, you might notice your eyelids are kind of greasy. So this helps keep that from happening. I prefer the Too Faced Eyeshadow Insurance. And you're just gonna use it on both eyelids. Just rub it back and forth. After that, I'm going to use the Zoria Facial Cleanser. It just kind of gives me an extra barrier between my skin and the layers of makeup, so I know that I'm keeping my pores clean. After that, I always apply some of my Zoria Under Eye Cream. It's a part of a combination. It's there's a serum I use at night and then a cream that I use before applying my makeup every morning to help with crow's feet and all those lovely wrinkles or creases, whatever you want to call them, that we get as we age a little. And we're gonna start out with a cream color eyeshadow. I'm using the Lorac Pro palette, but feel free to use any cream color eyeshadow that you have. As long as it covers well, it should work well. And so I'm going to apply it on both eyes, covering my whole eye from my lid up to my brow line. Next, we're going to use a peach colored eyeshadow. I'm using a Kat Von D palette, but feel free to, again, to use any makeup palette you want, just a peach or light coral color eyeshadow. And you're gonna apply the eyeshadow across your whole lid and halfway up, like so. After that, we are going to use a white eyeshadow, and we are gonna go along the bottom lash line. This is another reason I absolutely love the Zoria Dermal Spray and the eyelid cleansers, because I'm sitting here putting all this eyeshadow on my eyelids. And so you can't help but wonder, after wearing that all day, what does that do to your eyelids? And so, just another reason I like making sure I keep them extra clean. So you're just gonna go from your tear duct out, all along the bottom, and then you're going to get along your top lash line. Just go back under and make sure you've got your whole bottom lash line covered with white. This is going to make your eyes appear a little bit larger. It's gonna make them pop a little. It will sort of give you that doe and headlights look, if you will. Next, I'm going to use a light copper color. Mine has a slight shimmer to it. And I'm going to go along the top of my natural crease. Just slightly curving the brush as you go back and forth. And this will give you a little color, but still keep it very natural feeling. And I'm gonna go back over the bottom with the white a little more now that I've added more color to it, just to make sure I've got that pop that I'm looking for this overall look. Next, I'm going to take a blending brush and just blend it all out. Since this is supposed to be a little more natural look, we don't want any harsh lines, and so we want to make everything as smooth and princess-like as possible. There we go. Next, I'm going to apply a thin black line with black eyeliner on my top eyelid. You don't want it to be too thick since we are trying to go for a little bit more natural look. Next, we are going to use a concealer brush and apply concealer underneath the eyes, underneath the area that we have made white with the white eyeshadow. I am currently using a Maybelline stick concealer, but any concealer will work as long as it's lighter than your natural skin tone. And we're just gonna keep patting and patting and patting and blending it out. And ooh, yes, there it is, yes. All right, moving on. We are going to apply concealer down the center of our nose. After that, I'm going to apply a liquid foundation all over my face. I'm using Sheseido, but you could use any liquid foundation you have for this look. You can use a foundation brush, but I prefer to use a blending sponge just because I feel like it gives me a smoother, more airbrush kind of look. After that, I like to set everything and use a semi-transparent loose powder. Then I like to use a blush. I'm using the Too Faced Sweetheart blush, and go over the apples of your cheeks and along your cheekbones. And then I also apply it along my hairline, along the outside of your nose, again to give that thinner bridge look. And then I go along my jawline because it actually makes your face stand out from your neck. After that, I like to use a white setting powder in place of a highlighter. I'm using the one by Kat Von D, and it's a loose white powder, and I'm just gonna go underneath my cheekbones along my forehead, just the center of it, and then I'm gonna blend it out down the center of my nose. Then we wanna blend it out, so I am using a blending brush to do so. And because I am a perfectionist and I really, really want that surprised, innocent doe and headlights look, I'm gonna go back over my bottom eyelids with the white eyeshadow and then blend it out with the blending sponge. And let me tell you, it is just magical. Next, we are going to use an eyebrow filler. I personally use a pencil, but you can definitely use a cake eyebrow filler or a pencil or gel, whatever your preference is. And we're just gonna fill and just keep on filling these thin little eyebrows until they are beautiful full eyebrows. And now it's time for eyelashes. So using an eyelash curler, we are going to curl top lashes on both eyes. Then I'm going to use the Zoria Boost Mascara and go over my top lashes, followed by my bottom lashes. This is also a set. There's a serum that I use at night and it helps my eyelashes grow. And so when you use both, I mean, my lashes have grown so much since I started using this mascara and serum. I super highly recommend it if you are looking to lengthen your lashes, ladies. And because of the overall look we are hoping to achieve here, we are for sure going to use lashes. I'm using just Demi 110s. Anyone who has ever applied lashes knows it is not a pretty process. And just go back over your upper lash lines with your eyeliner to make sure you've filled all the gaps between your natural lash line and the false lashes. Next, I'm going to apply a cocoa colored lip liner, which is not too far off from my natural lip color, but it's still a neutral enough tone. Next, I'm going to use a liquid highlighter very sparingly, just to make certain features pop a little bit more. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Now, to make sure your lines aren't super harsh and it doesn't look like you just took like powder shimmer and drew a line right under, you're gonna wanna blend it out a little bit. And so again, I turn to my trusty blending sponge to get the job done. So much shimmer. And to pull the whole look together, I'm going to use a light cocoa colored matte lip gloss. Ah yes, coming together nicely. But wait, there's more. Oh my goodness. And that is how you mimic Ariel the Little Mermaid's makeup. Thank you so much for watching. I have thoroughly enjoyed doing this tutorial for you guys. I hope you have enjoyed it just as much. If you feel so inclined to do so, please hit the like button and subscribe, and keep an eye out for more videos like this. We'll be releasing them every Monday.